there's a lot of background noise. Currently working in the corner of a very large workshop. So there's cars driving in and out, there's the heater, there's just loads of stuff going on in the background. So quite often there's noises where I'm talking away, jabbering on, and all you hear is just having made a piece to camera and then realising you can't use half of the audio. So I've got this little fella with his handsome little haircut. That's a hell of a little do, isn't it? This is the Rode Wireless Go. So there's a receiver on the camera, and he'll be there like that. Being my little buddy, my little cool haircut buddy. So hopefully the sound only has to go from here to here, not like 2 or 3 meters away. And hopefully this should pick up a clearer sound. That's the theory. Whether or not it works, I do not know. Let's take a look at today's jobs anyway. Just as a little side note, on the microphone that I bought, I figured it could do with some little improvements. Who's a handsome little chappy. I think pretty much where the last video left off was me gluing these in. They're sitting quite high, because then that gives us room to sand it down. We've got this. This is 60 grit on a grinder. Literally just going to take it down until we can just about feel the difference between here and here, and then we'll take it down by hand from there. Probably with about 120 grit. I think that should work. I wouldn't say that you missed out too much just now. Pretty much just ground the tops down, sanded them flat. Now we've got to cut the sink out, because this genius has made it kind of harder for himself. I measured the sink, marked up to cut the sink, and I forgot to cut the sink before I put the worktop in. So because we're doing a sunken sink, and it's going to have a lip around it, I'm going to have to chain drill it, like drill there, drill there, drill there, loads of little holes, dig, all the way along that line, and then chisel it back to where I want it, and then cut my board down to size to fit. If I put a clamp here, or clamp a bit of wood down here, it'll make sure that I can't actually drill the bit that I want to keep by accident. Having previously made the cover for the sink, I literally just skim half a blade's width off of this side and this side, and then we'll take a little bit off of this side and a little bit off of this side, so this pattern sits more in the middle of the sink rather than it being to one side or the other side. It'll sit dead in the centre, hopefully. This plastic trim, I don't really like the look of that too much. It doesn't really fit this or this or this or that. It's just going to look out of place. So what I've got is, from the offcuts from doing the cladding, cut a load of little pieces that will fit all around the inside. I've got some bits soaking in water at the moment to be able to bend them around the corner. Hopefully it'll work. And then out of a 5mm piece of ply, I'm going to make a nice little fascia for that, a little bit wider, a little bit more decorative. Might put some fancy shapes in there, who knows, making it up as I go along. Pretty much just going to stick it with some sticks like shit, because I've got shit I want to stick. I've got enough bits of wood to wedge it in across there, because it'll probably fall off overnight. I am trying to silicone wet wood to plastic. It's not advised. It does recommend dry surfaces, but fuck the rules, man. Yes, right, that's going to be my wedge. Just by that little bit there, you can really get a sense of how I really am making it up as I go along. Like, I've not even prepared a wedge. That'll go there. And that. Stay up. Stay. Magic! Ooh. Should now wedge in. I'll take that. Whoop. Take that. Boom! Ta-da! I've got to kind of slice for here out of this one. Right, we're going to need like. These bits of wood have now been sitting over the weekend, so they're well and truly attached to the plastic trim that we're covering up. Once again, I'm going to take the grinder with a sanding disc on it and just take off the edge so that it's flush with the plastic, because these wood trims stick out slightly, and then we'll get a better finish when we stick or cut the plywood face on it. I've made a little bit of an error here. I've redrawn the curve for this, but it sticks out here when you lay it on top. So I'm going to have to trim this bit off as well, because I quite like that curve. It's not quite as sharp, and there's also a little lip in there. So although we've covered this bit in cladding to make it match the rest of it, you won't be able to see it as much, but that will allow me to possibly put some sort of blind in there. Right, get the clamp. Oh, this bit ain't gonna clamp it, is it, you wally? Eesh, it's too thin. Is that wide enough? Yeah, that's wide enough. Sweet. Right, where's my piece? There. Hop. Right, get that and a clamp. Right. Hopefully I don't break the window. Because that would be a massive shame. So then I'll have to buy. Ah, my finger's stuck. I'll have to buy a new window. Right. That's in. We'll get another clamp. And another strip.